tea. Goofy, seriously, why can't you get it right?
Baby on the rooftops climbing high, summer just above you, love is hovering by. Love is in a rush to smear you, smash you, smush you. Love will crush you into mush. When you're the bullseye, you'll get hit by your first, your only love so lovely.
Aha, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are The Three Musketeers is the 2004 director-to-a-video Mickey Mouse Disney adaptation of the original Three Musketeers story. It is the second director-to-video Disney movie to release in 2004 after Lion King 1.5. So, uh, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers tells the story of this tortoise narrating the story to us, a singing tortoise, I might add, after the narrator drops out. But we follow Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in literally 16th century France, where they dream of being musketeers after musketeers saved their lives from bad guys as kids. But as the years pass, the best they've got is janitors working for the cunning and plotting Captain Pete, who plots to kidnap Princess Minnie so that he can become King of France and declare this at the opera. So he makes lies and makes Mickey, Donald, and Goofy musketeers, thinking that they won't have any shot at protecting the princess from him and his henchmen. But he soon realizes he uh, greatly underestimated them. And yes, it is all for one and one for all. A happy 20th anniversary, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, the Three Musketeers. And wow, I can't express how much me and my sister would rewatch this movie over and over again as kids, and how much we were laughing away at it. And yes, this is hardly the only Three Musketeers movie. We've had the 2011 Three Musketeers and even Barbie the Three Musketeers in 2009, 5 years after this movie, and that's my other favourite Three Musketeers version. But as for Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers, yeah, I think that people should not be so dismissive of this one. People tend to toss this off as just a overly light-hearted, kid-friendly and version of the story that's too sugar-coated. Whereas I uh, think this is well one of the best and most underrated Mickey Mouse movies ever. Yes, I to me Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers is what wonderful, and this may be the most positive review of this movie that you watch on YouTube. But I couldn't care less. I am tired of the hate that this movie has gotten over the years, and I will continue to defend it. I mean, yes, Mickey Mouse and Co have starred in better movies, but heck, this is still uh, far better than shit like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Wouldn't you all agree? But to me, what this and Barbie the Three Musketeers well nails about uh, adapting the Three Musketeers is the theme of friendship. This is one of the best, if not the best, friendship movie that Disney have ever done. I mean, the friendship between Mickey, Donald, and Goofy is inseparable, and the true uh beating heart of the story, like how uh their friendship is at one point tested when Donald having to overcome his cowardliness in order to rescue his friend, and how true friends never let you down, and each of the legendary voice actors for our Disney mascot characters reprise their roles for this one, even though this was animated by Disney Tunes and not Walt Disney Animation Studios. But and in but so the fact that they came back is awesome, and especially Bill Farmer as Goofy. I mean, he is just the best Goofy voice actor ever, and the uh, the character arcs that our Freya gets are so great. How Mickey is the most courageous of the three of them and the most determined. He doesn't let anybody underestimate him because he's the smallest, and how Donald is a big chicken, but uh, he does grow to be as brave as he wants to be, with a little encouragement. And Goofy, despite being called a doofus, is a lot smarter than everybody gives him credit for. And but by the end, our three heroes get to beat the seven bells out of Pete for insulting them so much, and even the female characters, Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle. Yes, each of our three musketeers do have a love interest, even though Mickey and Minnie's is the most focused on and most developed. So, like, we see the fact that Princess Minnie rules France without a male heir and male husband. I mean, wow, that's some strong girl power, especially for 2004 movie standards. But yeah, uh, she has a similar character arc to Jasmine from Aladdin, where Daisy is pressuring her into marrying, but she insists, "No, Daisy, I if I marry, it's got to be for love." And Mickey is exactly what Minnie is looking for, and yeah, and Daisy is a little uh, reluctant to be with Donald initially, but by the end she's like, screw it, he may be a commoner, but he's a kind of cute. And Clarabelle, she's well, the female lead of this movie, who changes more than the others, as she initially works for Pete. So she's his lieutenant, and is initially going to murder Goofy under Pete's orders by dropping him off the bridge. But when he serenades her, her heart takes flight, and she switches sides and becomes uh, one of the heroes in the end. And the narrator Turtle, oh, he is freaking hilarious, and and that narrator Turtle, oh, he is freaking hilarious, and it's uh, it's so different that Disney told her the story this way, with him reading the story from a comic strip while he's being filmed on live TV, and he's uh, like in the story interacting with the characters. It's as if you're playing a Disney interactive game and he's the character you control. And he's not a bad singer. I will give him that. Yeah, I mean, yes, this is a musical, and he gets to perform uh, the majority of the songs, with the exception of Pete's villain song. But whenever he's on screen, it's a signal to let you know there's a song incoming, the, and the songs we get in this movie, well, it's one of Disney's most underrated and not talked about enough soundtracks from the Three Musketeers song, all for one, Musketeers sing, all for one and one for all, to Princess Minnie's Love So Lovely. Love So Lovely may be my favourite song in the movie because of how pure and innocent it is. And Captain Pete's villain song, Petey's King of France. I mean, it's one of the more comedy-based villain songs, and and uh, and the sweetness of Love, Mickey and Minnie's love ballad when they're like dating. I mean, yeah, that's beautiful, and of course, yeah, this is the end being the wake up call song for Donald and Captain Pete as our main antagonist. Well, Crazy Pete is always the villain in the Mickey Mouse movies, so no surprise there. But I mean, but Jim Cummings, uh, killed it in this role. He sounds like an evil Tigger, which makes sense because he also voices Tigger. But yes, but say even though Captain Pete is the bad guy from the start, so Pete does Pete does become a real nasty piece of work in the second half of this movie. Yeah, in the second half, the tone gets surprisingly darker, and it did succeed in heightening the stakes for our heroes with Pete realizing, oh, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are tougher than he thought and are capable of protecting the princess from him. So we've got to kill them one by one. So when he attempts to behead Donald and then takes Mickey to an abandoned fortress to drown because you need to be this high to survive that dungeon. I mean, so the people that say this is the most light-hearted and kid-friendly adaptation of the story, well, I think it's uh, I think it's a little more mature than you were saying. Personally, in fact, this is one of the most mature, intelligent, and entertaining direct-to-video Disney movies out there. Like, I would take this over several cinematically released Disney projects, and the Bagel Boys, the Pete's henchmen, the bad guys. I mean, yeah, that they not only do provide a a worthier foe for our musketeers in the fight scenes on the carriage in the tower and at the opera, but they you can see that they're how they become scaredy cats whenever they have to report that they failed to Pete because of the pressure he puts on them. Heck, they're even more cowardly than Donald when they have to report to Pizza that they've failed, and that's saying something. But and the and I gotta say, the animation is some of the most polished and marvelous for a direct-to-video Disney movie. Disney were upping their game with animation for direct-to-video movies in 2004 as Lion King 1.5 looks significantly better visually than Lion King 2. Simba's Pride is, and it's no exception here. 16th century France looks so glam, and especially Minnie's palace and the opera. Uh, that's where it's truly shines, and and it's exhilaratingly paced at just a short hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, overall, I, what is wrong with me, Donald Goofy, that the Three Musketeers are haters? It is all for fun and funner for all at times 10. Some adaptations of the Three Musketeers bored me, but did this version bore me? Heck no. It's got the heart and the humour just right. I give Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. So yeah, boy, would I review the Barbie version of Three Musketeers someday, which is the only all-female Musketeer team movie to be made. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers? Are you also a true defender and apologist for this movie like I am? Please comment and let me know. Please like us here and subscribe. Please follow us and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time when stay tuned for part 5 of my Until Dawn playthrough. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.